What is up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Career Mode. This is episode number 119. We have the beginning of the January transfer window. As you can tell, this is completely live due to the fact that, of course, I want to be able to give you guys my reactions and thought processes during this transfer window. It is the first window we have here at Inter Milan, so of course I want to make it as big and as really good as possibly as I can do. So I've already gone ahead and offered for some of the players that I'm interested in. You guys will see it in this episode. You may have seen it last episode. I might have showed you it in that one as it was post-com. We've got a few emails here to go with, and of course it's basically just showing the players that want out of the club, and I'm very, very happy to get rid of those guys if they do in fact want to go. None of them are first teamers, and therefore I can easily sign in replacements. But in case you missed last episode, I'm going to show you what we've already done in the way of sending on offers. So we sent an offer for Lou, we sent an offer for Varane, we sent an offer for Dembele and Sanchez. Icardi possibly to come back to us here at Inter Milan. He will be on the top of the list. If anybody follows me on Twitter, I tweeted earlier on today asking, would it be possible for this man to rejoin us here at Inter Milan? So, of course, that is a possibility. This guy, Tolisso, I think I showed you him last episode. He has some insane stats, very much like Paul Pogba. High attacking and defensive work rates, 3-star weak foot, very good stats on him. Williams as well, Inaki Williams, of course, highly suggested by you guys. You guys all seem to want Inaki Williams to the club, so that is going to be a possibility there. This guy looks to be, who is it? I can't remember. Thiago Silva's regen, that's it. Looks to be Thiago Silva's regen. So I'm very, very interested to see if we can sign the centre-back there, the 83 rated guy. If we can, that would be an extremely good signing. So, guys, I'm going to go ahead, sim the next few days in terms of this and see what we get in the way of offers back. We'll also possibly have a couple of games in this episode. So the first one will come against Napoli. This one here against Udinese in the round of the 16, I'm probably going to sim. Then we'll take on Sassuolo and, of course, Torino to end the episode off. And then, of course, I'll pick up next episode with the last few days of the transfer window, the deadline date, and, of course, that game against Chiva Verona. So, if you missed it last episode as well, guys, Juventus dropped points in their final game of the episode. We did, in fact, go and leapfrog them to go into top spot. So, as you can see by the league table right now, 17 games played, 14 wins, 3 draws, 0 defeats, 38 games, or goals scored, 4 conceded. We are 1 point ahead of Juventus as well, so I'm very happy to say that we are now on a top spot of the Calcio A, or Calcio A as I'm going to call it, but I know the commentators are saying Calcio A when I get into Calcio was it when I got into game? I can't quite remember, but the most important bit about this episode, guys, the transfer window is now, in fact, open. Let's go. All right, guys, we've got a lot of offers back here. Bilbao rejecting the deal there for Inaki Williams, so I'm going to go ahead, re-offer them a new offer, because the thing is, it looks as if Inaki Williams was one of the ones that everybody pretty much wanted me to sign. I think the highest rated comment was involving Inaki Williams, so therefore it seems highly sort of likely that we'll be going for him. In terms of Tolisso, they want £54 million for the midfielder. I'm not prepared to give them that. I'll offer them 45. You've got to remember as well, guys, we'll have a lot of players leaving us here at the club. So a lot of these guys will be leaving. They want £116 million for Renato Sanchez. Oh my God. I'm going to try and offer 95 and see what they say to that. But that's crazy, crazy money. In terms of the rest of the cards as well, the rest of the cards, I meant rest of the guys. A lot of these players are going to come back as just, you know, high-valued players. And I'm expecting it, guys. I'm not expecting any of these guys to go for cheap. Leeds United only want £94 million for Lou, though. So the highest rated gatekeeper that we're possibly going to have here, I was prepared to offer them a bit less. But £85 million for Lou to bring him over to Inter Milan, I'm going to go ahead and offer that. And hopefully it gets accepted. So, guys, let's see what to say to those guys. Let's see what to say to those offers. I'm still waiting on Mauro Icardi as well from Chelsea. Raul Jimenez, we've got an offer for here, £14 million from Rio Ave. Now, the thing is, he is the top scorer at the moment, but he is also 31. So, the possibility here is to get £14 million for him now, or possibly sell him next season. I'm going to reject this offer because I want to keep him here. He is the top scorer in the league, so there is that possibility he'll get the golden boot. So I'm not going to get rid of him there. Chelsea have rejected the offer for Mauro Icardi, even though his contract is up next or at the end of this season. So I'm going to go ahead and decide to offer them one more. £35 million will be the offer. I mean, you can see the chief exec has said basically he reckons somewhere in the region of £17 million. Completely wrong. Although he's basically got no sort of time left on his deal. Then we've had an okay, Eric Durm not signing for the club, so he will be leaving on a pre-contract most likely. We've got a couple more offers back here for other players. This guy here, the regen of Thiago Silva, they want £39 million for. I'll offer them 32. That could be an interesting signing. Of course, guys, I've limited myself, if you remember, to 2 pre-contract signings, and I don't want to do those until I have the signings into the side. So a lot of these guys I'm going for are just basically hopeful buys in a sense, in the way of if they accept it, great. If they don't, they don't. But the thing is, a lot of these guys won't be signing this season for sure because, of course, we need to try and make this budget last us. And you can see, transfer offer accepted from Liverpool for Renato Sanchez, accepted for Rafael Varane, and accepted for Lou. Lou is the highest one that I want to go for because of the fact that we do need a keeper here, and he is basically going to be the best rated keeper in the world at some point. So I'm going to go ahead and offer him a contract. So that's £85 million of our £200 million already gone there. Now we have to think about the rest of the team. £62 million for Inaki Williams is a ridiculous amount of money to pay for a player. But I want to try and make this deal happen just for you guys. So 52, I'm going to try and see what they do with that one because you've got to remember as well, Lou is going to be a hefty amount of our budget gone there. Varane or Sanchez is the next one. Sanchez has the age difference. Varane, of course, is very old. Yeah, forget it. We're going to try and go with Renato Sanchez here. I think Sanchez will be a crazy signing to have in the team, especially in a midfield that is going to possibly become one of the more, sort of good midfielders in the world. We've got this game coming up against Napoli here, so I'm going to go into this and play this quickly before we go into anything else in the episode. So like I said, my only objectives for this episode is to make a few signings, and I really ideally want a goalkeeper. So Lou could be that keeper there, £75 million. I then also want a centre-back, which Varane probably won't be that man because of the fact that they're wanting a ridiculous amount of money. So it's possibly going to be this guy here, of course, the regen of Thiago Silva, or maybe I'll go with somebody else. But of course, I have the possibility of signing Kurt Zuma on a free for next season. He's probably going to be one of the ones that I go for in a pre-contract. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now, actually, just so he can't get snapped up by another club. So that is one of my pre-contracts to use there on Kurt Zuma, which I'm okay to use on that because I tell you what, Kurt Zuma, very, very good player. Now, my thought process was either Grimaldo for the other one, or I wanted to see what actually we had in the other ways of terms of pre-contracts. I know for sure that, who is it has one? Is it, I can't quite remember off the top of my head. I think Rashford's got one, and I think Dybala's got one. Out of the two of these guys, Dybala would be better in terms of rating, but he is 29. And I think Dybala has a 3-star weak foot. Yes, he does. 4-star skills, 3-star weak foot. Rashford has 3-star, 3-star, but high-low. So, and he's got the height as well. You know what? I'm going to go with Rashford. I am going to go with Rashford for this one. So the second pre-contract signing we're going to make is going to be Marcus Rashford. I think he'll spice up the series a little bit. It's going to be interesting to see what he does. £250,000. Those are my two pre-contract signings allocated and used. Hopefully they'll both sign. If they do, I cannot sign any more pre-contract players. I'm going to limit myself to 2, like I said. So let's go into this one against Napoli, actually. Hopefully get the 3 points in this. Of course, after leapfrogging Juventus, it's basically in our hands. If we can keep up the good form that we've had so far in the series and not lose a game, we are basically going to become an unbeaten force in this league. And also, guys, we may win our first La Liga, or not Liga, sorry, Calcio title. I honestly don't know why I said La Liga. I think I've been playing a little bit too much of my mess about Crema, which is basically where I assign players beforehand so I can try them out, and then that way I know what I'm sort of expecting. If you've never done that, guys, it basically just helps you out in a sense that if you don't want to waste your coin, or your money, sorry, in the budget that you have, if you start a career mode where you just mess about, so like I've got one now with Real Madrid, so of course I have unlimited funds there, and I literally just sign players that I know I'm going to want to sign, and basically play with them and just get a feel for how they play, what they like, and stuff like that. So in that way, I can make sure that I am not wasting my money. But this one against Napoli is not going to be easy, guys. Of course, last episode, I think it was, we played Juventus. We ended with a 0-0 draw, which was disappointing to say the least. We should have had a penalty in that, but no guarantee that we'd have scored that penalty kick, to say the least. But it is what it is. Let's go into this one here against Napoli. I'm going to show you the team, but I don't want to be sat here looking for that long, so I'm going to go ahead and show you in this sort of style instead. Player ratings, as you can see, that's the Napoli lineup. Insigne, Milik, no idea who the other guy is on the right-hand side. Midfield 3 of not really that great, in all honesty. Jorginho is the only one I recognise there. Vlad Kirkesh at right-back as well, so this could be interesting. Lilai, of course, used to be an absolutely beast goalkeeper back in the day on FIFA. Let's go, guys. Let's pick up 3 points, and let's continue our good run of form. Now João Mario looks to line it to where Minaj is running into. Minaj not got the most of pace, but still pretty decent on him. João Mario, lovely football as though far from us here at Inter. Great ball through as well. Here's Brozovic to make it 1-0. Great save by Lilai. Just couldn't quite get the strike and the finish that I was hoping for in the end of that one. Ziterbo will pick up the ball, though. Give it off to Brozovic again. I don't quite know what the strike was there. I was trying to weave the space to be able to put it in with a fake shot. In all honesty, I shouldn't have gone with a fake shot. I should have possibly gone with the low-driven one. Poor from me in the end. The finish was really not good, but a great stop again by Lili in between the sticks for Napoli, and that's why he was such a good goalkeeper to have back in the day on FIFA. I don't particularly know what his potential is nowadays, but he was such a high potential keeper and one that was very sought after back in the day. I need one of them balls to go through. Manaj. Now Ziterbo. Lovely ball from Manaj. Ziterbo! It's 1-0 Inter Milan. And we're going to dab it away. Fantastic finish by Ziterbo, in all honesty, guys. He's finishing in and around the penalty area. He's pretty damn clinical, but I have to say, I have been trying to get this build-up play for so long. And the one thing that's brilliant about this Inter side is that when they get the ball, there's a lot of runners off the ball. Now, I don't know if it's the free form that I've put in the tactics, which was suggested by one of you guys, or if it's just the fact that Inter have so many runners off the ball in general. But this team is a joy to play with when they have this much runners. Going forward, it's such a good side. It's just I need to make sure that when I get the chances, I need to be finishing these off. Because if you remember back to that Juventus game, it was, you know, we control the majority of it, but I couldn't finish off when I got a chance, and trying to create it was quite tough. And then, of course, you know, if they'd had one shot at the other end, it might have been they'd have scored it and we'd have lost it 1-0. So I need to make sure that, of course, against the bigger sides, I am able to finish off my chances. I've done it here against Napoli, so good start. But, of course, I want to do it again when we have that second game against Juventus. I want to make sure that they drop points to us again. They drop points in a very weird fashion to Palermo, but it's going to happen. We're going to drop points as well, guys, to a team that we weren't expecting. I'm expecting that to happen, so it is what it is. But when we drop points, it's going to be how about we can bounce back, because Juventus have bounced back in a brilliant way. They look like they are leading by a goal to nil at the moment in their game. So we need to make sure we're winning ours, and we need to keep up the pressure, or rather, we need to make sure that Juventus is still chasing us, because, of course, we're not chasing them anymore. It's the other way around this time. Another bit of space for João Mario to attack, and he goes around the defender brilliantly. That's absolutely brilliant from João Mario. Brilliant football, and Donsa somehow missed the target. How many chances do I need before I finish one of these off? We've got the win regardless, but if we'd have drawn this 0-0, I'd have been so frustrated, because these chances are not half chances. They are very good chances in a situation where I've got to be scoring. No idea how I put that last one wide with Donsa, but nonetheless, 3 points, I guess. It is what it is. We absolutely battered Napoli here, deserving of the 3 points in that situation as well. Juventus dropping points again. They drew 1-1 with Sampdoria. Oh my God. Oh, Sampdoria, sorry, not Sampdoria. I don't know where I got the "am" from, but they drew 1-1 with Sampdoria. That's crazy. I can't believe it. They dropped more points, guys. That is so good to see. As I said, we'll be simming this one here against Udinese in the round of 16. I mean, I probably should play it, but at the end of the day, I want to kind of make this... Actually, should I play it? I don't know. In fact, let me see what the calendar looks like, and maybe I'll probably sim not this one. Maybe I'll sim at a later stage. But in fact, we are going to play this, guys. I'll play it, and then we'll have next episode can be the 2 there, and then possibly the deadline day. So we are going to play this one against Udinese, get ourselves hopefully through to the next round of the cup and the last few teams in it. I think one of our objectives actually is to win the cup as well. So yeah, probably should be playing this. But you can see I got an offer here. For Kamara, I am going to go ahead and accept this. He never really plays in the side, so there you go. Cologne, you can have him. Take him off our hands. We'll take the extra little bit of cash as well. Leon accepting the deal there for Tolisso as well, the 86 rated midfielder. Got some crazy stats, but I am going to offer him a contract, and if I don't get Sanchez, Tolisso will come in his place. We unfortunately are not going to be able to sign Dembele from Leicester because they want £102 million, so that unfortunately will not be happening. This young man, though, could be a very, very decent signing. Watch this space, guys. Not Renato Sanchez. I'm about to say Renato Sanchez regen. Thiago Silva's regen. Watch this space, because he could be coming into the team and could be an absolute legend here at Inter Milan. Still only 22 years of age as well. £61.5 million for Mauro Icardi. And that is with not even that long left in his contract. That's crazy. That's just stupid. I can get him on a pre-contract next season, yet they want that much money for him now. I'm going to offer him 35 and Spalvis as part of the deal. If they don't accept that, I want him to... the thing is, I really want Mauro Icardi to come back. Renato Sanchez accepting his contract, so that already puts us in a situation where I can sign him. And do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and accept that, because I think Renato Sanchez will add a little bit of spice to the team. We've just got Zuma and Rashford on pre-contract deals, so they will come over. There is the offer accepted for Renato Sanchez. So, if Lou signs, we will have about, 17 million left in terms of that one. And I'll still have to wait and see what happens. So, there is Renato Sanchez. He comes in, and I'm tempted to throw him into the deep end right now in this game here. Do we do it? No, I'm going to keep him. I'm going to wait and make you guys wait for his debut to be later on in the episode. But he will play definitely during this episode. He is one of the most expensive signings I've ever made in career mode, apart from Neymar, of course, that went to Leeds. So Renato Sanchez will, in fact, be our highest signing so far as our Inter Milan boss. Potentially, he could be beaten out. I think Lou was 85, was it? So he won't be beaten by Lou, but potentially there is still that chance that he could still be beaten out in terms of a transfer value here at the club. We still have around £167 million to spend. We'll have to wait and see what happens with that one. We've got this game coming up against Udinese. As I said, I'm going to go ahead and play this one. Let's hopefully get the victory here, move on to the next round of the cup, and try our best to win it, as that's what the board sort of want here. And it's a bit weird, actually, because, I mean, I want to win every trophy I possibly can, but at the same time, cup games in FIFA never really interest me in terms of that one. But I'll play it nonetheless, because like I said, the board want us to win it, and hopefully it'll make the episode a little bit more entertaining. So let's go into this, let's get through, and let's just enjoy the game, really. It's a nice way to have a break in between us having absolute pressure on by Juventus. So it's nice to see them drop points, actually, because I don't particularly like to be that close to a team and being absolutely chased down by them. So the fact that they drop points again, it shows me that as long as we keep winning, as long as we keep having our position increased, then all I can do is win my games and hope that they drop points. So it's in our hands from here on out. We have the possibility to become champions here at Inter Milan. We just have to win our games, and it's basically down to us. But let's go here. Coppa Nazionale. I'm gonna try it. I just butchered it completely. I apologize, guys. As you can tell, it's very late. I am tired, and my talking and everything has been so bad during the episode. So hopefully you still enjoy it regardless. But yeah, the Coppa Nazionale. It's very late. I'm sorry, guys. Let's go anyways. Enrique receives a throw at his feet. Gets past one as well. Fires it with a lot of pace into Dodo, who brings it under control brilliantly. Gets past the defender. Too easily there for Dodo. Near post strike. Good save again by the keeper. Tell you what, that's probably been our best chance so far to try and get ourselves on the score sheet here. And it came in the hands of Dodo. Good little turn from him. Great control as well. And around the area, take a deflection, that one. And the header comes in at the back post. And it's from Spalvis with the head. I have no idea why that ball took the deflection that it did straight into the path of Spalvis. But thankfully it did, because I tell you what, that was perfect. Straight onto his head. Thank you very much. We take the lead in the game. It's been quite an open game, this one. I haven't really said that we would be the, sort of best team in it so far. It's been a very open game, and there has been chances for Udinese, but we take the first one. We've drawn first blood as well. Get in. He's gone back inside to Bassan. He's gone out wide here. Oh, another little ball. Amang's in the area. Amang brings it down brilliantly, and he's fired it with such force. Back of the net. Amang makes it 2. 56 minutes on the clock. Thank you very much. We are going through to the next round of the competition. I'm not going to try and pronounce it. As I said, it's late. I messed it up last time. It's not happening, guys. And if we win it, it's going to be even funnier, because then I've got to try and pronounce it in the final. Yeah, if you can't tell, I'm pretty damn tired. And this episode, I really wanted to record it because I was waiting for so long during the January transfer window that I couldn't wait to record it until tomorrow. So I decided to do it when I'm a bit tired. But at the end of the day, it makes it more fun if I end up losing games because of the fact that I'm slightly tired. But at the moment, I'm playing pretty decent FIFA. And I tell you what, I seem to be playing very well when I'm actually tired. So maybe I should do this in Ultimate Team a bit more often. Or, if I ever come around to playing Ultimate Team, I should do it in Ultimate Team because I seem to play better when I'm tired. Giving that straight away there. Varela with the block. Sells with it in his hands. No, that's not what I wanted to happen. There was a man open on the left-hand side, and for some reason, instead of throwing it to him on the left, it threw it to the guy at the near. I just can't be bothered. Seriously, what is that? Sells, you've been brilliant, and then you do that, and I guess it can be partially brought down to me, but that's just stupid, because he was open. He was in acres of space, this man on the left, and for some reason, it threw it straight to him. And now, they're going to be putting so much pressure on me for the last 10 minutes of this, pressure which has been completely undeserved and unjust, really, because I've been dominating them. But if they put pressure on, it allows me to do this, and I'm on goal. And I've completely fucked it up. Okay, brilliant. This is what I'm talking about. Why did I take so long to take that strike on? I don't know. But if I end up drawing this 2-2, I'll be mad. Made a tackle with Jesus, and that's the end of the game. 90 minutes, 2-1 victory. Should have been a 2-0. I should have had a clean sheet. I don't know what I tried to do when I tried to force the play. I was 2-0 up. I didn't need to do that. But you can see, guys, the rest of the results on your screen, how it came in and how it came about. But we're through to the next round. That's all that matters. Juventus still to play, Milan, Roma still to play, Napoli to play as well. So there's still some big teams in the cup. Provided as well, guys, any team on their day can beat us. So you know what it is. Every team in this cup is going to be difficult, and therefore I still have to be on my best performance. Otherwise, I may lose it. But it is what it is. And let's go and try and make some more signings in this window, because I can't quite wait to see who else is going to join us here at Inter Milan. We are 3 points clear now at the top of the table, so we do potentially have the option to lose a game, but of course we don't want that to happen. A couple of offers in. One for Enrique for 19.5 million isn't too bad, and one for Sells as well at 20 million. So the thing is, we could sell Sells for 20 million and get in Lou, which I'm going to do. Sells, you've been great for us, but your time has come here at Inter Milan. Enrique, on the other hand, I'm skeptical about. I was going to actually get rid of him, and then all of a sudden, it's a really weird one. You know what, guys? I'm going to counter this. If they give me 25.5, I'll let him leave. But for now, we sort of need him. But yeah, we'll see. Tolisso does accept his deal, but for right now, I'm going to have to wait for that one because it would be good to get him. But the only issue is I want to be able to make a few other signings in case anyways. And we don't particularly need a centre midfielder right now, so I'm going to hold on to that deal. We'll have to see what else happens here. We can see transfer offers came in for Raul Jimenez and Eric Durm. Jimenez isn't leaving, so I'm going to reject that offer there. Eric Durm as well will be leaving the club. He does, in fact, go for 7.5 million. Better to get some money in now rather than him leave for free on a pre-contract anyways. Bilbao accepted the £82 million there, or £52 million, sorry, for Inaki Williams. But we've got two more contract offers accepted here. One for Argus Suarez and Mestias Sevilla, and the other one for Tolisso. So, I'm going to go ahead. Oh, not Tolisso, sorry, for Lou. This is a weird one because I want to make this signing, but £85 million is a lot of money. And if I accept it, we'll have 53 left, which will either be Inaki Williams or Mauro Icardi. Tolisso, unfortunately, doesn't look as he's going to join the club. And I'm going to only allow myself... Oh my god, actually. Oh my god, this hasn't gone to plan at all, has it? Because then they've just accepted the deal for Icardi. Well, this has kind of thrown everything out the window. Because they've accepted the deal for Icardi. And they've accepted the deal for Inaki Williams. We can only sign one. Unless, as I say... Oh, I just don't know what to do. I just don't know what to do. I'm tempted to just re-sign Mauro Icardi and then sign Inaki Williams next season. That's what I'm tempted to do. My heart is telling me Mauro Icardi. My mind's telling me Inaki Williams. Oh, I just don't know what to do. What do I do in this situation? I tell you what, we'll offer them both a contract. And then we'll make the decision once we get to see who accepts their deals and if they accept their deals. So that's the contract offer given to Mauro Icardi, and there is the contract offer given to Inaki Williams. Both of them look potentially very good. They're around a similar overall. We're paying a very much less sum for Mauro Icardi than we would for Inaki Williams. But I just don't know what to do in this situation. I'll come back to you once we have a bit more information in terms of if they've accepted their deals or not. Alright guys, Malaga have come back and said that they are only willing to pay 19.5 million for Chao Enrique. So I'm going to go ahead and accept that because, you know what? I think we can make both Inaki Williams and Mauro Icardi happen. I'm tempted, you know, to say that we can do this. We've offered them both contracts, of course. We've got a game coming up here against Sassuolo. So that will pretty much be that. And then we've, of course, got 3 more games for tomorrow's episode. But I think, personally, we can make both deals happen. If we sell Enrique and we get about 17 million in, if we then offer a striker as part of the deal for Inaki Williams, I think the deal will happen. We'll have to wait and see what happens in terms of that one. But Spalvis looks to be leaving the club because, of course, that offer for Icardi offers him as part of the deal over to Chelsea. We are going to give debuts now to the new players in the team, though. So, Renato Sanchez, I'm going to actually start in this one. We're going to start him as a cam. I wasn't expecting this. You can see by his stats, he has some incredible stats as well. I will show you all of the players that we're going to be, we have signed into the club. He does have a 4-star weak foot and high, so I am going to play him in cam. João Mario starts at right mid. We are also, in fact, going to give Shop a start into left mid. And then I'm going to bring in the signings we've made. So there's Murillo. And there is the, of course, the regen of Thiago Silva. You've seen his stats. I'll show you them quickly again. There is his mental and physicals. There is his rest of his skills and stuff like that. Pretty decent all across the board, of course. And there's, of course, one more signing as well. And that is Lou in between the sticks. There he is. The Leeds United hero joins up with us here at Inter Milan. 6'6", going to be the goalkeeper for the remainder of this series pretty much. You can see his stats, absolutely incredible goalkeeping stats across the board for him. Very excited to have him into the team. I can't wait to see if we can actually make both the signings of Mario Icardi and Inaki Williams. I think it's possible. Hopefully be able to do it because you guys heavily suggested Inaki Williams, but I really want to have Mario Icardi back at Inter, so it's like a 50-50 in my mind. As I say, my mind's telling me to go with you guys and get Inaki Williams, but my heart is saying get Icardi back to the club. Hopefully we'll be able to make them both happen, provided that, of course, I can make a deal in which we'll swap a player and pay a little bit of money for Inaki Williams. So hopefully that'll be able to happen. But nevertheless, this game up against Sassuolo, we need a victory in this one. As I said, Juventus chasing us now, not the other way around, so we need to make sure we pick up as many points as we possibly can for this one. And we can do it in the best way and the best fashion here with the new signings in the team. Renato Sanchez, 90 rated, starting at cam today in place of, I think we had Brozovic in there, but he starts anyways today. That's the team. 80s in every single position. Here we go, guys. Very excited to see how the new signings get on. Let's go. All right, as you can see, guys, player debuts. Renato Sanchez, 95 million. And Lou, 85 million. Wow. Hefty amount of money just for those two guys alone. What? That's crazy. You've got to see £180 million spent there, if my math is correct. But, of course, it's very late, so it's possibly it might not be. But I think it's £180 million. Hefty amount for two players. And I'm hoping they can make the difference here in this Inter Milan side. As I said, once the transfer window's open, we will be redoing all the numbers. One of you guys actually asked me as well, being an Inter Milan fan, to not give anybody the number 4. Because apparently that has now been taken out of the Inter Milan setup because Javier Zanetti has been given it as part of a permanent number. So basically, nobody else will ever be given number 4 at Inter Milan. I think that's what he meant. So unfortunately, the number 4 will be taken off the table for us as well. Because, of course, I'm going to keep with the tradition that Inter Milan have set in stone here. And we won't be playing with a number 4 next year because I won't be giving that number to anybody in the game. But I don't actually know if we have a number 4 at Inter Milan currently in this one. But we'll have to wait and see. You can see the two teams. For some reason, it's not showing you our starting team. I don't know why, but let's go anyways, guys. New signings, new debuts all across the board. Let's play. Sanchez with his feet. Good turn from Renato Sanchez. Gets past one. Sanchez pokes the ball through to Ziterbo as well. Looking for a pass on, but can't quite find it. Ziterbo goes near post. It's come back off the post and it's in. I don't know what happened, but we've scored. Oh my word, that was an interesting one. Ziterbo does get the goal. It's initially shot and then saved, and then it comes off the post. And then somehow Ziterbo gets there without absolutely cracking his head open from the post. You can see, oh my god, he was so close to headbutting that post, but thankfully it went into the side netting instead. And he's made it 1-0. Credit Ziterbo putting his head on the line there to make it 1-0 and grab us the goal. We found the breakthrough. Good running from Renato Sanchez actually to feed him the chance, but still had a lot of work to do there Ziterbo and eventually did it well. Alright guys, we're out for the second half now. Oh, João Mario, brilliant. Sanchez on the ball. Strike one from distance. I'm going to try and get some long shots here with Sanchez because his long shot's pretty good. So I want to see what he's capable of doing as we get the ball with shot for you. Looks to whip one in towards the back post. He does get it. Oh my word, who's that arriving? Is that Ziterbo again? No. Yes, it is. Oh my word. Ziterbo grabs himself a second. He arrived from a wonderfully hit cross into the area from Shop and absolutely piled the header past the keeper. Wonderful header from Ziterbo. Grabs himself a second goal and his second headed goal as well of the game. 7 goals now for him in the Calcio A. Jimenez hasn't been scoring as of late. He's had a bit of a dry spell, and he hasn't really been playing because of the fact that he's had a dry spell. But I tell you what, Ziterbo, Menage between them have done quite well since coming in. Even Amang has done quite well when he came into the team. So nice to see we've got goals all across the board. Bit of defending to do now for Murillo and the co here at the back. He does it expertly there, does the defender, but it will be a Sassuolo throwing. Now on the left-hand side, a possibility for them to whip a cross in. It doesn't actually get whipped in as of yet. They're trying to play the ball around a little bit. Oh, my word. The bounce in the area, and it's set up perfectly for them to take a strike on. The bounce was just so kind to them right now. And here comes Sassuolo. Oh, my word. They've hit the bar now. I can't believe it. I genuinely can't believe we haven't conceded there. That's one of those situations where it feels like EA just won't let you get the ball away. And then eventually the strike comes in and it's hit the bar. So unlucky for Sassuolo, but lucky for us. João Mario on the attack now. Can't really take that in his stride either. Brilliant from João Mario, though. Still kept hold of it. Still João Mario. I tried to go near post. Menage. Ziterbo. And it's going to be Ziterbo's hat-trick. Yeah, that's one of those situations where if this was Ultimate Team, I'd be so frustrated if I was my opponent. Of course, it's computer, so of course they're not bothered. But I had a game like this the other day in Ultimate Team, guys, where I hit the bar and straight from that, a little bit of and well, I wouldn't say bull, but I'll say a little bit of unluckiness from the defending part, falls into the path of Ziterbo, and he scores. And that's the way FIFA is sometimes. You get so unlucky going up one end, hit the bar, and you really should have had a goal back in the game, and then you get scored on. So it is what it is, but Ziterbo hat-trick in this one. Phenomenal play from him. His 8th league goal of the season now. And what a performance that is from the striker. And that's the end of the game, guys. 90 minutes on the clock. A hat-trick here from Ziterbo. Getting himself the match ball, getting us the 3 points as well. So we absolutely dominated Sassuolo there. I mean, they had a couple of shots themselves, but it wasn't really anything too great. Juventus dropping more points as well. What an episode this has been for us. They've dropped points. We've picked up a few good signings. Still more to come in the next one as well, guys. I want to just reiterate a point I made. I still think it's possible for us to make both signings of Icardi and Inaki Williams. But we will have to make one now possibly, and then the next one in the next episode. Menage here, it looks as if he may not be getting too much game time if we do in fact sign both of them, along the likes of Ziterbo as well. This is the only problem I've got, guys. I don't want to have too many good players and too many good strikers at the club. But I am planning on using one of the strikers as a deal for Inaki Williams. So we'll have to see if one of those deals for... Okay, they both accepted their contracts. This is the issue, guys. So we're going to reject Inaki Williams for now, because I've got a thought process as to how I'm going to sign him. Mauro Icardi, welcome back to Inter Milan. What a signing that is. He comes in from Chelsea. We could have got him a pre-contract, but I said I wanted to limit myself. So there is Mauro Icardi coming back. Hashtag MI9. Hashtag welcome back, Mauro. But I personally believe that we will be able to make the signing of Inaki Williams as well. Let's go and let's hopefully try and do this. I've got about £30 million to spend. I think personally that if we offer them a deal of around 30 million plus a player that we're not going to be using, the likes of this guy, for example, they may accept it. We'll have to see. If they don't, I can use a little bit of the wage and put it into the transfer budget to make this signing happen. Because I know you guys want me to make this signing happen, and I want to give you guys a signing as well. So let's see if he signs. Of course, you'll have to wait until the next episode unless we can get it wrapped up in this one. Transfer offer for Kusawi. We're going to accept that. He's just not part of my plans. And if he's getting some loan football, it gives him a chance to grow. Player sold as well. Eric Dem's gone to Udinese, so that's pretty good there to see. I think we've got Henrique to still go as well, so possibilities have a bit more funds there as well for this Inaki Williams transfer. But guys, okay. Wait, did they say they're interested? They are, so they want 52 million plus the player. How does that work? How does that work? How could you want 52 million plus a player that's worth 12 when before that you only wanted 53? That doesn't make sense. I mean, yeah, cool. I've got enough to offer them the 52 million anyway, so there it is. I have no idea why they did that, but Inaki Williams looks as if he will be signing in the next, tomorrow's episode. I think it will be tomorrow. I think it will be, but let's hopefully make that signing in tomorrow's episode. Hopefully you've enjoyed this one, though, guys. If you have, I'd appreciate if you could hit that like rating. As always, you guys are absolutely immense. I'm going to set a like target of 50 likes for today's episode. If we can hit that, that will be absolutely amazing. Thank you all so much for watching this episode. If you want to check out my Twitter, it will be in the description as well. There may be a couple of stuff on there if I ever get around to, when I normally upload and when I sort of post stuff on there. It's just for fun, really. I never really use it extensively to really give you anything, really. It's just something to have a little bit of fun. So if you want to follow me on Twitter, because I have been asked a couple of times, it is in the description. As well, guys, for anyone asking, if you were wanting me to sign Gabriel Jesus, of course, or Jesus, as he's also known, from Manchester City, he's actually not in my game. The reason being, I started this before, or I started this at the back of the start of FIFA, in which case, he wasn't actually in the database back then. If I'll show you Gabriel Jesus as well. So just to show you guys that he is actually not in my game, unfortunately, because he would have been a nice signing to do, but I can't do it, unfortunately. So, Gabriel, there you go. So, Gabriel Jesus, no signing to be made of him because, unfortunately, he's not in my game. But anyways, guys, that's going to wrap up the episode. We did, in fact, end up with a very nice point lead over Juventus. As you can see, we are sat 5 points clear now of the cheering club. But thank you all so much for watching. I will catch you all with another video very soon. Adios.